All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you could, hit the like, subscribe, comment. Comments are the best. Criticism, I take it all. Whatever you got, hit me. Okay, we got a different one today. So today, we're going to do a trespass, Florida trespass. No trespass, I go Florida trespass. All right, so this is, again, from our good friends at Florida Cop Cam. Find them on YouTube if you want to see the video without my commentary. I thank them for sharing this stuff with us. This one is titled Homeless Man Busted for Trespassing. This is in Venice, Florida, April 27, 2025. And this looks to be about 9:20 in the evening. And the first caption on the bottom is citizens called police after a homeless man was seen on Ring doorbell camera walking around a residential neighborhood at night. All right, so they're making a few presumptions here. One, that he's homeless. Two, that he doesn't have a purpose for being in the neighborhood. I'm not sure if this is a gated community or a closed community. Clearly a close-knit community. I'm curious how many citizens were watching how many ring bells, but we'll get into that. So let's get this going here. Again, I've not seen this at all. This will be my first time seeing it with you guys.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just packing up something else. I found a bunch of people giving my vape. Anyway, how you doing, bro?
All right.
It's looking for something or someone. All right. So it looks like we're in the backyard of someone's home. Let's go back a minute because it looked like it was gated. Yeah, so we got gates here, got a pool. Looks like it's in the backyard area.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just packing up something else. I found a bunch of people giving my vape. Anyway, how you doing, bro?
All right. Officer Neely, Venice Police.
What's that?
I'm Officer Neely with the Venice Police
Oh,
Department.
okay, how you doing, man?
What's your name?
This guy seems to have made himself at home at someone else's home, allegedly. We don't know. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's not. We haven't ascertained that yet.
Corley.
What is it?
Corley.
Corley?
Yes, sir.
You got an ID or anything? What you got?
I do not have an ID right now.
No?
Just packing up my stuff.
What you doing over here?
Oh, man, I just came over here and changed clothes and picking stuff. It's community construction, you know, so. It wasn't, it's not it wasn't trespass.
All right, so now I'm thinking this is not a house. This is one of those common structures in a community. So again, this definitely seems like it's a private community of some kind, HOA community. The sign there, the pool rules. Typically, people don't have that on their homes. It has been known to happen, but now I'm thinking this is a common area. And again, there was a gate. He would have had to have passed through the gate, presumably.
That's no way out here, so. I wasn't downstairs, but I almost got to leave.
All right. Why don't we stop digging through that bag for a minute?
All right, so he was about to leave. I'm not saying he was homeless or not. We don't know yet for sure. I don't know if we'll ever find out, but he has unpacked a few of his things. Looks like he's getting cozy for the night. Officer stopped him. The officer stopped him for safety. They don't know him. They don't know what's on his person. They don't know what's in the bag. They don't know what he's reaching for. And this is really for his safety as well, because if they get skittish and he puts his hand in a bag and they can't see, especially if he draws something shiny or, that could be a bad day for a lot of people. So.
All right, what's your name?
All right, now I'm going to need the proper name. Spelling your name and stuff, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
How do you spell your first name?
AUSTIN. Okay, and it's CORLEY.
And that's your last name, Corley?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth?
How you doing, man?
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you stay at?
Right now I'm homeless, man.
There it is. All right, so if there was any doubt, there is no doubt now. He's homeless. You just saw support officer come up behind. So now this guy's flanked. All right, let's see what he says. He's homeless.
For a little bit, until I get things worked out.
Alright, and you just came down here, what, to change clothes?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, man. Sit tight for a second, okay? Should I switch to
All right, so he's homeless. He's changing clothes. He's not said he knows anyone in the community. So, while he may be subject to some possible allegations here, some crimes, I'm going to say this, and I've said this in my post, if you guys follow me on Instagram or elsewhere, but he clearly needs help. He needs help. The role of police is not just to make arrests. It's to help and assist the community in a number of ways. There are homeless shelters around. There are resources. They don't have to just put cuffs or not. It's not that black and white, and it shouldn't be. They're there to assist people of all walks of life, of all situations. So I'm not sure. I have an idea, obviously, what's going to happen here, but this could be handled a few different ways.
Right, where's that? Alright, and you just came down here, what, to change clothes?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, man. Sit tight for a second, okay? Just gonna go for it. No, leave your stuff right where it's at. Section 4.
Not feeling too optimistic for this guy. They don't seem too concerned about talking to him or helping him or where he came from, where he needs to go to. Does he have anyone? That's unfortunate.
First name is Spalston, Alpha Uniform, Sierra Tango, India, November. Last name Corley, Charlie, Oscar, Romeo, Lima, Echo, Yankee. Date of birth, unknown middle name, standby.
All right, so I'm thinking what's happening is that they're running his ID to see if there's any warrants, any calls, any open cases, stuff like that. So probably the big thing is any warrants. Is he popping up anywhere?
Nelson, you got a middle name or not?
No, there's no.
No middle name, no middle initial? L?
Lee, I don't know why I
Lee? L-E-E?
Yes, yeah.
Two different sets, no middle, Lee. Lima, Echo, Echo.
I think I just heard him say he's been homeless a couple of years. That's unfortunate.
I'm thinking about going to do the Salvation Army.
All right, so he's talking about thinking of going to Salvation Army. He's crying out for help, man. This guy needs help. He's homeless. Look, he's got nothing. He's got his sweatshirt out. It's late at night. I'm not condoning him being somewhere he shouldn't be, but cops can also help make this right too.
Okay. But right now, I'm just as I brought this has been in Sarasota County Court. Oh, I used to live in Sarasota County. You don't get the NCO for long. Oh, I mean, I grew up over there, but that's why it's a little hectic, but this is this is home too, because I stayed up here for a long time, going all the way around and working.
So it sounds like he grew up here. Sounds like this is probably his old hometown, which makes it sadder, which makes it to me more compelling to help him.
And also, Fort Myers, not Fort Myers, but Northport and all that. I like to see it.
Cool.
I don't even want to go to Salvation Army. I'm just, oh shit.
No, you go.
And
So again, while we're looking at trespass, guy checked the door, officer checked the door, so no attempt. It looks like no attempt at a burglary, at a breaking and entering, anything like that. He's just somewhere. He's on private property. He's on private property. It's not like he's at a public pool, public town pool after hours, and they're closed. This appears to be private property, and that's the big hang up here.
the intersection of just all kinds of different people over there, so I would rather just stay.
I mean, look, his stuff's all on the floor here. This is more tragic than anything. While it may fit a criminal charge, this doesn't feel like criminality per se. This is, sometimes you got to interject a little humanity.
Stay out and about on your own?
Yeah, so I get to figure out that I don't need that kind of heavy instruction,
Alright, that's fair enough.
It's easier for me to do all this, and eventually I'll probably be once I figure everything out, I'm in my way.
I wonder if that's police work this guy's doing on his phone right now. No, I don't think it's police work. I think now he's doing personal on company time. Shows his lack of interest in our friend here.
I won't be over here too long, but I don't. If I go back Nancy County, that's all going to be out east. There's no offense to them, they have friends over there, they're good friends.
Meet the new standard and sleep.
Yeah, this is pretty. I think this is an example of low-hanging fruit. That their cops are doing their job here, okay, in a very technical sense, but they got a few options how they can handle this.
Taking the name and all that.
Yeah, what's your date of birth again?
Oh, yeah, it's 26. So if you can attach them to my screen, I'll be right around too.
Yeah, you want no ID card or anything where you're at?
Mine got lost over in Bradenton, and I know. I don't know where he went with it. Somebody got it over there.
Alright.
And so, police are allowed to ask your name and ask for identification. Beyond that, you've got search issues, seizure issues, other rights kick in, but asking your name, asking for ID. And again, he said he's homeless, so he doesn't live where he is or anywhere, and it appears to be private property. Didn't like that. See, he went like this. Yeah, I think the cuff's coming out now.
I'm going to continue to search. Just got release on any release for her.
Okay.
So.
All right, he's going to say he's going to detain him. And then something about inmate comments. I want to go back and see if I can catch that.
I'm going to continue to search. Just got release on any release for her.
Okay.
So.
All right, so I think he said inmate release, but whatever it is, he's detaining him.
Yeah, I have reasonable suspicion at this point. So.
All right, so reasonable suspicion to detain him. It is an option.
Alright, Wilson. So,
I'm gonna pick up pause real quick.
yeah, well, first I gotta ask you some questions. Before that, okay? I need you to just put your hands behind your back, okay? You're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. Just gonna detain.
Yeah, so he doesn't have probable cause to make the arrest. yet. So he says he's got reasonable suspicion to detain him to further the investigation under a safer control environment.
Okay. While I investigate some stuff. Alright? So, when did you go to jail last?
All right, so we did hear correctly before. He's had at least one prior contact that we know of, and let's find out what the cop thinks he knows and what our friend here says. Now, because he's being detained, he has now his Fifth Amendment right, should be invoked here. He's being detained. He has the right to remain silent. He's not allowed to leave, so he's in custody. And of course, he's not being read his Miranda rights.
Let me ask you something. Are you trying to get me fucked up and arrested on purpose for girls?
I'm not, no.
Alright,
You're on inmate release status for burglary, right?
No, I don't.
Ooh, okay, so he's on inmate release status for burglary. That's not a good look. So now the counter argument for police is going to be, well, it's a trespass right now, but if given the opportunity, this could turn into a burglary. Again, earlier I commented, you saw the officer check the door for any possible breach. That's not a good look for this guy.
I don't know how many times y'all have tried this or this bad. I have not been arrested for burglary since Ocala in 2008, 2009. I don't have no fucking charge.
All right, so he had an incident 2009, let's call it 10, 15, 16 years ago. So, this goes to something larger I always talk about on Instagram and elsewhere, where it's super important how you resolve your first case. Don't sell yourself out. Don't go the cheap route, because this guy had some burglary charge 15 years ago, and it's haunting him today. He's down on his luck. He's homeless. And is he a repeat criminal? I don't know. Is he a repeat offender? We don't know. But they're bringing up an incident that the cop probably should have, maybe was told already on the radio run. We didn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. Presuming he's telling us the truth 15 years ago, and we're talking about it today.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know you don't have a charge.
So what did you say?
What I had is inmate release status.
What does that mean?
That means that you were jailed for burglary. Okay. Now, before I go any further, I'm just going to read you your rights to you.
There we go. All right. So what he should have done a few moments ago, now he's doing it. He got the confession of what he knew, which was he had an inmate release. So he was in custody. Didn't say he was convicted. Didn't say he had a criminal record, but he was held. He was arrested for a burglary 15 years ago, and that's haunting him still. If that case didn't go anywhere, it's probably it probably qualifies for a seal or an expungement. So depending on what he got charged with at the time on the burglary, but no open case. Didn't say he had a criminal record. Say he got detained 15 years ago, didn't get it removed from his record, and now he's going to read him his rights after he got what he wanted as far as the prior contact.
What does that mean? Just burglary. What does that mean? What is that?
I'll explain more. So,
Arrest?
no, you're just not free to
Being
go.
detained.
Correct.
Free to go after you read his rights, right?
You'll be free to go once I finish my investigation. Yes.
What are you investigating?
I'll explain that to you.
No,
You have the right to remain. You have the right to remain silent, and when you say
I don't
anything
think
is
it's
against you,
I swear to God, bro.
you have the right to talk.
So now, on a legal sense, everything he said from the moment he got detained with the cuffs to now should be suppressible. Unfortunately, also, whatever he said at this point really was independently verifiable. So our friend told us he had an arrest from 15 years ago. The cops already knew that. They already had the information. They could have gotten it elsewhere. So not much to suppress from a practical standpoint.
Talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you before and during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you want to leave the points.
This stinks, by the way. This is just a sad event to be watching, in my opinion.
to represent you at no cost to you before and during questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights as valid for everything?
No, I don't think you do, bro.
You don't understand your
I
rights?
understand. I don't know why you're
Just want to know, do you understand your rights?
I do, but I know you're violating them right now.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're violating them.
He violated him a moment ago, but he's rectified that error.
But in mind, you still wish to talk to me.
No.
You don't want to make it. You don't want to talk to me.
No, I'm asking you to tell me what the problem is.
I can't unless you tell me you want to talk.
I want to know.
That's a lie. Cops are allowed to lie, but he can tell this individual whatever he wants. He doesn't need to agree to give up his Fifth Amendment right to know why he's being detained. That's nonsense.
I don't trust you. I know
Because you have rights.
No.
Okay.
You're not telling me what there's no law about what you're saying right now. There's no, because burglary was over 10 years ago, bro, and it wasn't, there's no law about what you're saying. To make it
Do
something.
you wish to talk to me?
About you about what?
I can explain everything to you.
Well, he already said no. So really, the conversation should end there. He said no. Unfortunately, then our friend is now independently re-engaging the conversation. So if he had said no, that was it. The cops don't get to ask a second time, third time in that short time window. They can ask down the road, but our friend keeps re-engaging.
It's not. I'm not. Do you want me to talk to you and explain what's going
I
on?
don't trust you. You
You don't have to trust me. I don't trust you, and that's why you have handcuffs on.
Damn.
Well, that because I'm not about to. I'm not about to.
I don't care if you're a violent criminal.
But that should, you should be handcuffed.
Pay attention to me.
Are you all listening?
Right now, I believe you're violating the law. Okay? A reasonable suspicion to believe that you're loitering and prowling and possibly causing a burglary in the
But
area.
I did it though.
I'm investigating that right now.
I want to go back. Now he's accusing him of a burglary.
You should be handcuffed.
Pay attention to me.
Are you all listening?
Right now, I believe you're violating the law. Okay? A reasonable suspicion to believe that you're loitering and prowling and possibly causing a burglary in the area.
But I did it though.
All right, so he's loitering. He's staying someplace he's not supposed to be, and I think he doesn't see the evidence of the burglary yet. He's not entered a structure. He's on the property, so he's trespassing. He hasn't entered a structure. I'm curious if he tries to say, well, he went through the fence, but that's still all exterior. It's not a structure. So loitering, again, that is just low-hanging fruit as a predicate to keep him like this. The burglary, he suspects, he thinks it may be on the horizon, but it's not there yet.
I'm investigating that right now.
Where's burglary at?
Listen to me. If you want to talk to me, you have to say, yes, I want to talk to you.
I just asked you where the burglary is.
If you want to talk to me,
I don't want to talk to you.
then I can't answer any of your questions. And I'm not going to ask you any
You're
questions.
not taking me to jail for not for bro. Like, what the
I didn't
fuck?
say you're under arrest.
Okay,
I told you I'm investigating the
Don't ever didn't arrest me or talk to me before I didn't answer so one time.
Never met
I
you.
thought you did.
No. Never met you before.
Okay, I'm not. Swear to God, man.
256, 174, 176, right now, 10. Say it again.
What is it? What are you talking about? Anyways, I thought you were talking about you just call phone. Can we have like in here and let the handcuffs off me and I go
I will talk to you like a real person. Okay?
Okay, so what do you want to talk about? Because I'm asking you. Go ahead.
If you want to talk, then just say,
I'm not asking
willing
you.
to talk.
I'm not asking you no more. Go ahead. Go ahead and
You can at any point tell me you don't want to talk to me.
I'm not talking.
You don't talk to me?
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, no problem. Just step up. I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you have no weapons or anything like that. No weapons on you. Not going to hit me, stick me, stab me, nothing like that.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine, man.
I just go. What? You search. Okay.
You're getting shit.
See, so again, I don't know if this person was or was not going to commit a burglary. He was getting pretty cozy, and it'd be pretty foolish to commit a burglary if you plan to lay all your stuff on the ground there and take a nap. Not saying it couldn't happen or wouldn't happen. 15 years, long time ago, and sins of the past come to haunt us every time.
Okay.
Every time I hear this, man, y'all, I know exactly what y'all want, man. Y'all trying to cause me problems, bro.
What problems am I trying to cause you,
You
friend?
know there's no burglar in the area, bro.
How do I know that?
Because there's nothing burglarized, bro.
Well, you don't have any proof of it. You have no probable cause, no reasonable suspicion. You are using your, I don't know what it's called. You're not using anything. You're using your prejudice. What you do, you're using your prejudice that the man 15 years ago. Again, we never heard a conviction. We never heard a charge. We heard he was detained, and it sounds like ultimately let go. But it's there.
No?
Yes, and I know.
So you know that there's nothing going on in the entire area?
Trust me, I know who you are.
Yeah?
I recognize you before, bro.
You recognize that?
I know you from there. Please don't shoot me out of my night, bro.
Alright, look. You're not under arrest. Like I said, you're just being detained while I, do my investigation.
You're being detained while I try to trump up worse charges against you. This is madness. This is really starting to irritate me. He's basically detaining him, trying to put something more together. If you have him on the loitering, if you have him on the trespass, but let's get our stats in, guys. Let's get our arrest quotas. Venice PD, keep it in classy.
Alright?
No, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
Now, are you gonna be cool if I leave you right here while I do what I have to do, or do I have to put you in my car and make sure that
I'm just fine right here, bro.
Alright, so we're just gonna have to stand right over here, okay?
In cuffs.
You're fine right there, okay? For me, that's expensive, do whatever you want.
Oh, that's nice.
I can't ask you questions until you tell me you want to talk to me. Now, if I can't ask you questions, that means you can't alleviate my concern that you're causing some sort of problem in this area.
What? All right. So basically, he's trying to entrap this guy. This officer is trying to build his case for stronger charges against our friends here because he doesn't have enough on his own. He needs our friend to bury himself. It's gross.
I just stand right over here, okay? You're fine right there, okay? For me, that's expensive, do whatever you want. Look.
Again, this officer is trying to compel statements to use against this guy to build the probable cause to make the arrest for. Again, he can make the arrest right now on loitering, on trespass. He's got it. He's looking for more. He's looking for more because he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it based. There's no other independent evidence that we've heard of or seen. So he's trying to literally build it up.
I can't ask you questions until you tell me you want to talk to me. Now, if I can't ask you questions, that means you can't alleviate my concern that you're causing some sort of problem in this area.
Right. Because I can't ask you questions, I don't believe you're not committing a crime. Right. Like, innocent until proven guilty. I can't prove you're innocent, so you're guilty. And people wonder why cops aren't trusted. Okay. Well done.
Loitering, prowling, trespassing, and
There's no crime, though.
the crime that I'm investigating is one trespassing.
Where to?
Right here.
Okay, but I never been trespassing here before.
Listen, my friend.
I'm not done, son. Quit, bro.
Loitering and prowling. Okay? Another crime.
I'm not sure about the loitering. The prowling. The prowling seems really loosey-goosey. There's no one even around. Prowling. Who's he going after? The loitering, the trespassing. But he's looking for the burglary. He's looking for the felony. All right. The trespass is a misdemeanor. Everything else is misdemeanors. He's looking for the felony charge. That's gross. That's gross, Venice PD.
I'm investigating. As well as a possible burglary.
I got no.
A possible burglary. There's no burglary. There's no burglary, guy. This is offensive. This is so gross.
these 3 points that I can't talk to you unless you tell me you want to talk to me. Well, I'm asking you, how do you listen?
And yet, they've been having the conversation this whole time. These guys are lame. These guys are lame.
Come on. I'm talking right now. I'm talking at you. I'm not talking at you. Arrest me for something you know is not. I'm not arresting you. Okay? You are being.
Yet. I'm not arresting you yet because I want to build more charges. Oh, okay.
Until I can figure out what the hell is going on. Well, in order for me to figure out what's going on, I need to ask you questions. In order for me to ask you questions, you have to agree to talk to me having your rights in mind. Are you willing to speak with me?
As long as you don't cheat me and send me to jail, I'm not just cheating.
Yes or no? I'm not trying to arrest anybody.
So you're not arresting me?
I can't make that promise. Then sit there, be quiet. I'm going to search all your belongings.
Well, listen to me.
I'm going to search every item that is on your person and all of your items.
That is not all me.
And then we'll continue to talk.
That is not all
Or you can answer my questions having your rights in mind. Those are your options. You can talk to me, answer my questions, alleviate my concerns that you're causing some sort of crime.
Maybe if you went and did some cop work. This is pathetic. Pathetic, Venice PD.
Or I can search all of your belongings. If I find something illegal, I take you to jail for it.
What do you want to talk?
Which way do you want to go?
I don't have you going through all my stuff and all my stuff.
My friend.
There was like, okay, so I just because you can go search everything, dude. I just want to be left deep. What is it? Tell me about. I said, what crime? Where?
This cop is a bully. This guy's a freaking pig. He's a pig.
Are you going to answer my question?
I'll answer any question.
Why are you here?
Oh, because I'm going down to the public over there to get something to eat. It's too late. And I'm going to be heading eventually back over to Salvation Army.
Okay, which Salvation Army?
The Sarasota one.
Sarasota?
Yes.
How do you plan on getting there?
Oh, the bus.
The bus?
Yeah.
So you plan on hanging out in the area until the bus starts running in the morning?
Oh, I told you I'm homeless earlier.
I understand that.
Yes.
What I'm saying is you're planning on hanging out in this area.
No. I was going to go down to the bus plaza.
Alright. So you were going to change your clothes or whatever you told me?
Yeah.
Go to Publix.
Yeah, that was the plan.
So,
And then tomorrow I'm
where
going to
are you coming from on your way to Publix?
Oh, I walked from all the way down by CVS to here.
Okay, so listen, I need a little bit more geographic.
Wait, so I'm on the main road.
The reason I say that is because CVS is next to Publix.
No, that's the CVS down there on 41.
Okay.
Yeah, and I walked all around the road to here.
And what made you stop off here to change your clothes?
Oh, because I knew that this was an unoccupied place and construction was over with. And it's not construction site anymore, and I came to the pool where I wanted you to close and free.
It's really curious because the description was he had residents and civilians with ring cameras, and now this is sounding a lot more like a construction area, unoccupied. It's interesting he used the word unoccupied. That makes a big difference on a burglary, occupied versus unoccupied, and a structure versus a conveyance versus a dwelling. The classifications affect the charges and the exposure and sentencing. Sounds like a work zone. It's a work zone, which makes sense with the big empty field in the background.
Yeah, take a dip in the pool.
So you're going to... Alright, that makes sense. See, now that we're talking...
He just said he was gonna take a dip in the pool. I've been bagging this guy so hard this whole time. He's gonna take a dip in the pool.
And it's not construction site anymore, and I came to the pool where I wanted you to close and free to take a dip in the pool.
Ugh! I've been fighting so hard. This cop is still a pig. Come on, taking a dip in the pool. You did so well up to now. They're breaking him down. Alright,
that makes sense. See, now that we're talking, things are making more sense, right?
I'm embarrassed that I have to go get a shower in the pool.
That's fine. I get it.
He's taking a dip in the pool because he's freaking homeless.
Alright, I'm not not here to jam you up. I'm here to figure out what the hell's going on.
That's a lie.
At any point, okay, and this is important, coming down this street to get back here, did you cut behind anybody's house? Or
I changed on the demo house over there.
Okay.
It's being like at the doorstep. I changed into my gym shorts.
Okay.
You know, so nobody can see, but I didn't go in
You just stood on the porch changing.
Well, it's not a porch like this, you know.
No, I know what you mean, like the front.
Yes, so that's all, but on this street. But I haven't gone any of those houses. No.
Okay, and you never went behind or anything like
No,
that?
I came on the street, the front street.
Alright, again, this is all making sense now, okay? So you came down the street, you're gonna change, take a little,
I was about to,
and what, you're gonna go hang out behind Publix or something for the night?
well, I was gonna go.
Which is fine, I don't care if you
I probably should have found this stuff. I was out right on the side over there of the bank that they got there. I think it was bank or you probably use pretty cool and sleep, you know, and sleep out, you know, I don't try to be right. I don't like my job. I don't do anything.
Nobody likes going to jail, but I need to understand why you're here and I need to put all the pieces together. Now I have a lot more pieces to put together, right? Before, all I knew was I had some guy hanging out back here that shouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
Yeah.
Now it makes more sense to me, okay? So I have to ask the person that called what they saw, alright, which so far sounds exactly what you told me. And if that's all good, the cuffs will come off and you'll go on your merry way, okay?
That person saw, what is it?
The person that called 911. Somebody called 911.
I don't know who called 911. What person? There's nobody left in these. I haven't brought about anything.
I understand.
So what do you do? So what person? Where is anything missing? Did it have a camera or what is that mean? What are you talking about?
I haven't told you. I'm not lying.
So I broke any law.
So what is the law? Right now you are trespassing. You will.
No, it's warned. You have to write it.
I'm going to warn you. Alright.
No, you have to write a written warning because I can't come back here one time. You can't arrest me for being here.
I'm not arresting you for trespass.
You can't arrest me for anything.
What I'm going to do is give you a trespass warning so you don't come back for a year, okay? But that's a thing.
Actually, I'm taking all my back, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you guys want me to say a story.
No, you can listen. You can go anywhere you want to stay, man. I really don't care. It doesn't
I just
matter.
want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not enemies, man. I don't want to make sure
I'm trying to express to you that I'm not here to jam you up. I'm here to.
All right, so whether or not he has to give him the trespass warning versus arrested for trespass is starting to sound more and more like this is not some kind of specified private property. This sounds more open. This is like if it is a construction zone. So like when you saw the caption in the beginning there, I definitely had the impression this was a occupied residence community, people around. This sounded much more secluded. If this is a construction zone, there's no trespass warning signs. There's nothing like that, and he's there. You gotta give this guy a warning and let him go.
To figure out what is going on.
Well, making sure that you're moving is fine.
That's what I'm saying, okay? So sit tight. My partner's gonna hang out with you. I gotta figure out if there was anything burgled, which you're telling me there's not, and for some odd reason I believe you. And once I make sure you didn't break into that house that you changed on the front porch,
and here's the lie. Here's a lie. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it's really unclear to me what kind of property this is. Look at this nonsense. The man was charged with trespassing on a construction site and possession of a controlled substance. We didn't see that come up. So I guess he went through all his property after all his belongings. And that's the felony. The possession of the controlled substance. It got him with the felony. He didn't get the burglary he wanted. But he hit him with the trespass on the construction site. So I'm curious then if there were trespass signs around. And again, what kind of construction? This seems like it was residential. Well done keeping it classless. Venice PD. Like, you guys just absolutely suck. Like, go chase down a real criminal. Like, you guys freaking lame. Freaking lame. You could have just brought him to the Salvation Army. Something like getting your stats, right, guys? Getting your stats. You guys just awesome. That one's depressing. That one's I watch like a DUI or something. This one stinks. He trespassing and no burglary, no possession of stolen property, but they got him on the felony for the controlled substance. That is so freaking dirty. So the problem is, for our friends here is, and I see this a lot, the trespass was the predicate to detain him, which opened the door to the search. They didn't find the felony they were looking for, but they found a felony they could charge him with, and that's what happened because of the trespass, the loitering. Is it correct by the books? Maybe. But man, this one just feels wrong. All right, guys. For my own well-being, I promise you the next one will be more fun. This one hurt. All right, guys. Catch you later.